Hello beginner dragons, this is Mr. Van, and today is going to be the second video of this week. And as far as I know, everyone is back in school as of today. So I hope you guys had a good first impressions with your teachers, and I hope you guys had a good first day in general. So to begin this video, I'm gonna first be talking about our physical and mental goal, and then we are going to be doing a short warm-up again because everyone is back into school. I don't want to rush anything because you guys are in school, and I want you guys to focus on that, and as well as maybe get this done really quickly so that you guys don't have to stress out about it when you have some sort of parent sign-off sheet or something like that. So first, let's talk about our physical and mental goal, which is intensity and anger management. Intensity, like I've been saying all month, is basically being able to show your emotion just by your face or your physical appearance. So if you're tightening your fist, that gives off that tense emotion, that intense anger that you see in most movies where they're really angry at someone before they actually hit someone. If you've seen a movie like that where they get really angry and they tense up their hand and then they punch them, that is sort of like intensity, where you're going to show what you're intending to do by just growling, or I forget the word, but it's lowering your eyebrows, showing off that you're about to get angry and flustered. The second thing that we're working on is kind of like intensity, where it's anger management. So like intensity, it shows off your emotion because it's anger, but you have to also be able to control what you're going to do when you are angry. So the last couple of weeks we've been talking about how to calm yourself down, but sometimes when you're angry, you can't think about what they're thinking about. You can't think, am I wrong? You can't think about that stuff in the moment, but those can help you calm down your anger. But there's always other things that you can do, and this week I've been talking about it a little bit. So maybe like walking around, counting to 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, until you're calm. If you're not calm after those 10 counts, then go back to 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also just walk away if someone's getting you really, really angry. So if someone's just screaming at you because, I don't know, let's say your friend is screaming at you because you missed a shot in basketball, or you missed a shot in hockey or something like that. And they're screaming at you even though maybe the wind was off a little bit, or maybe someone hit you so you actually missed the shot because someone moved your hand out of the way or something like that. So let's say that happened and someone's screaming at you even though it's not your fault. You can just walk away. You can walk away and ignore what they're saying and just count to 10. Don't even remember what they're trying to yell at you for. Just ignore them and just count to 10 until you're calm. And then maybe you can say very calmly, someone just moved my hand, so I missed it. That's the only reason why. You could just calmly say it instead of not counting to 10 and just screaming anything. Even if you're screaming that it wasn't your fault because someone hit you, that's still bad because you're still gonna get, you're still yelling at someone, which gives off that angry mood instead of that calmness, which might calm them down as well. So being calm and having ways to calm yourself down, even if someone's screaming at you, is very good for your anger management. And then you can start thinking about what the other person was thinking about, like, man, we just lost the game because of him, or something like that. And you can start thinking about that way too, and think about ways that you can improve or something like that, like the weeks prior that we've been talking about it. So that was anger management and intensity. Now for our warm-up. So again, I don't want this to be too long, so we're going to do suicides or ladders or whatever you want to call them. They're basically sprints, but they're going back and forth. We call them suicides. I know in basketball some people call them ladders. I don't know what they are called in any other sports, but I'm gonna call them suicides because that's what I grew up with. So you have a wall, you have another wall, or you have two spots. So let's say that you have two fences outside. So you have fence number 1, fence number 2, two opposite sides of each other. And then you have a couple markers in the middle. And by markers, I don't mean the pens that you draw on a whiteboard with. I mean like placeholders. So let's say I have a dot right here, and I have some keys right here, and I have maybe a basketball right here, and yeah. So instead of running all the way to the other fence and coming right back, I want to run as fast as I can to the first marker, which was my dot, and I touch the dot and then I run back. That's one part. And then you touch the fence again and go past the dot to the second marker, which I think was your keys. I don't know, but the second marker, you run to it, you touch it, and then you go back. That's the second part, and then you run to the basketball, you run back. That's the third part. Then you go to the fence, go back to the other fence, and then you go to the basketball again, other fence, and then you go keys, fence, dot, fence. And that's one whole suicide. So you go one way down and one way back, and that is a suicide. So I'm not expecting you guys to have too much time or too much space. I don't care this week how long it's going to take you. You can do 2, you can do 3. If you have a lot of time on your hands, you can do 5 or however many as you want. Whatever is going to help you guys improve. So you're just running to the dot, back, keys, back, basketball, back, fence, back, basketball, back, keys, back, dot, back. And you do this as many times as it takes to get you a little tired. Maybe you're sweating a little bit, something like that. And if you want an extra challenge, for every marker, you can do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. If you guys are going to do push-ups, if you want an extra challenge to those push-ups, make them knuckle push-ups, because number 1, that's going to help you with your push-ups because you're actually not using your fingers or something like that. I don't know, some sort of cheating way. Instead of doing that, you're actually going to have a strong wrist so that you can actually support yourself. And also, it's going to help you guys with your punches, because when you punch, you're actually going to use the 2 knuckles. And when you do that, I want you to also think about that when you're doing push-ups. So if you're doing knuckle push-ups, I want you to think, am I on those 2 knuckles instead of am I on my whole fist? So try and just balance on those 2 knuckles when you're doing your push-ups, if you're doing knuckle push-ups. I'm not saying that you have to, I'm not even saying you have to do push-ups in general. I'm just saying do this as much as you can, or if you want to, or as much as you need to get tired. And then if you want that extra bonus challenge and that pat on the back, do push-ups, do sit-ups, do jumping jacks, whatever you want on those markers. And if you want that extra challenge, again, knuckle push-ups, turtle jacks, which if you guys don't know what turtle jacks are, they're jumping jacks, but you don't land in the middle like this. You just jumping jack like so. That was a really bad one because I don't have that much space to make that much noise. I don't want to make an earthquake for the phone. So yeah, that was basically it. That's our warm-up. So now we're going to move on to our I don't want trouble. We're going to work on the same detail that we did on Monday or Sunday or whenever that video came out. I don't remember. But yeah, we're going to work on the same detail, which is hitting with the correct part of our hand. So we're going to put our hands up, I don't want any trouble. We get into our guard stance. So we're in our left guard stance. We do a touchdown, again, using the side of your arm, kind of like a hammer fist. So down, twist and punch, you're gonna turn your foot. This is the same detail that we did in a couple weeks prior, where we turn our foot to a 45 so that we have more balance and we don't hurt our knee. And now we're gonna do a front kick, which we are using the ball of our foot, which is right underneath our big toe, so that we don't break our big toe. And then we're gonna do a slide up side kick. So slide up side kick, like so. You're using the heel of your foot, which is the bottom part right here. I hope you guys could see that, but it's basically when you do a close kneel, like in student creed number 2, that's the part of your foot that's not touching the ground. So we just did our slide up side kick, and then we are going to do a back fist and a palm strike. So a back fist, it's self-explanatory for where you're hitting with, but if you guys don't know, back fist, you use the back of your fist to hit. And a palm strike, same thing, it's pretty much in the name, you strike with your palm. So we're gonna review that one more time. We do I don't like trouble, we get into our guard stance, touchdown using the side of our fist, twist and punch using the 2 knuckles, our index and our middle. If you guys don't know what the index finger is, it's the pointer finger and the middle. It's the same word, just different ways to say it. We turn our foot 45 degrees, like we had that detail in the first week of this month, I believe. And then we do a front kick using the ball of our foot, bringing it forward. Then we go slide up side kick, where we kick with the heel of our foot, like so. We do a back fist, which is hitting with the back of our fist, and a palm strike, kia. And that's going to be it for today. Make sure that you guys are stretching after your warm-up so that you guys don't hurt yourself, and make sure that you guys are focusing on these details so that you guys get better every single time, and you can use this for other things like your next form or your actual form or your next I don't like trouble. So have a good day.